These are the 7 most common issues causing your keyboard key not to register, ordered from most common to least common. If one of these fixes your issue, let me know in the comments. First up, bent pins. This is mainly an issue for installing switches on brand new keyboards or when swapping switches on your existing keyboard. Remove the switch and make sure the 2 metal pins are straight. If either of the 2 are bent, it's not gonna register. Use tweezers to straighten the pins. In second place is dust and debris buildup over time. Remove the keycaps and use compressed air, an electric air pump, or the old-fashioned way to clear away debris. Make sure you're pressing your switch as you're blowing to get the most amount of debris out. You can also remove the switch if it's a hot swap keyboard and use a brush to clean the socket and the switch itself. In third place, we have faulty firmware. Now, this is usually one of 3 problems. You're attempting to use the keyboard in the wrong mode. For example, the keyboard is set to wireless mode, but you're using it in wired mode. Check the manual for connection instructions. The key you're pressing is working, but mapped to something unexpected. For example, you're pressing the function key, which doesn't do anything by itself. You press it with other keys to produce some output. Check the remapping software that your keyboard supports and see what key it's mapped to. Again, the manual will come in handy here. It's also possible that you simply need to reset the keyboard to its factory default settings. Usually, it's either holding function plus space for 5 seconds, function plus backspace, or sometimes function plus escape. Check the manual for more instructions. In fourth place, we have faulty hardware. This one is tough to fix because it means you'll have to do some soldering. In my case, I'm soldering a broken hot swap socket to complete what's known as the keyboard matrix, which is a topic for another video. In fifth place, we have a defective cable. This is mainly an issue with cables that are too long or just plain defective, and the keyboard is not able to draw enough power to function properly. Try a different cable to fix this issue. In sixth place, we have a dead switch, which I want to emphasize is very rare and normally not the problem. You can test this by swapping out the switch with another one. If your keyboard works, that means you've got a dead switch, which you can't do much about. The one exception is when you've lubed your switches by hand. If you're not careful, you might have added lube to the switch leaf, which is preventing the circuit from closing. If that's the case, you can try cleaning the switch, but honestly, that's a lot of work to fix a single switch. And in last place, the least common issue is actually your computer itself. You might have some software level key remapping tool that is interfering with your keyboard and preventing one or more keys from functioning properly. This one is again tough to fix, but it's worth trying your keyboard on a separate computer just in case. If your keyboard works like normal on another PC, odds are there's something wrong on the PC that you were originally using. That covers nearly every case of faulty keyboards that I've seen. Make sure to check out Kinetic Labs for all your mechanical keyboard parts, including all the parts shown in this video, which are also linked below.